What's up, y'all? These last 2 days felt like I haven't been in front of the camera in about a year, man. It's just because it's the weekend, right? And normally yesterday I would have uploaded, not only uploaded my post game video, but I obviously would have had a stream. And then obviously, we would have played yesterday. So we didn't play yesterday, so it wasn't no content on the channel. And Saturdays I typically don't upload. As of right now, Saturday is typically the only day I really don't upload, right? So it was unusual to not have no content go out for 2 days. I don't miss 2 days in a row. Like that's just what I don't do over here. So it was pretty awkward to not upload since Friday, because again, that's not what I do. I typically upload every day, probably except for Saturdays. And even Saturdays I'm still working because I'm on my man's Pedro stream every Saturday. So it was weird, man, but I missed y'all boys, man. What y'all been up to, dog? Like it feel like it's been a long way, But again, we have a game Sunday, or Tuesday. Sorry, a game should have been yesterday, but it got pushed to Tuesday, so that's tomorrow, and it's a big game. As you can see by the title of this video, yes, the title of this video is Washington must win out to make the playoffs. Simple as that. They have to win these last 4 games and make the playoffs. Now, I understand you can say, well, we can still get the 7th seed if we lose one game. But 1, we shouldn't even have that mindset. And 2, we can't afford to at all. I mean, yesterday, you see the Saints beat the Buccaneers in a 9-0 fashion on Sunday Night Football. Then you see the San Francisco 49ers. They won yesterday, so they're against the Falcons. They blew them out, so they're pretty much separating themselves from the rest of the pack, and they pretty much control their own destiny when it comes to that 6th seed. Now, I don't want to say they locked it up yet, because they definitely didn't, but again, they're 8-6, right? So they're 2 games above us, and we're basically trying to fight for that 7th seed. You guys know me. I just want in. I want in. I don't care if it's the 6th, 7th seed or whatever it is. I just want in, and that Saints loss week 5 is definitely starting to hurt now, because although we felt like the Saints were going to fall off at some point because of the quarterback position, with Jameis Winston going down and then Trevor Siemian being trash, and then Taysom Hill not being a real quarterback, we thought at some point they were going to fall off. And that offense is maintaining because that defense is so dominant. I mean, how good is Cam Jordan, right? But that whole defensive unit, everybody, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Malcolm Jenkins with the veteran present, Marshawn Lattimore, Marcus Davenport, even though he's in and out of the lineup, that whole defense is just good. One of the best defenses in the NFL. And again, the week 5 loss is going to be huge now, because again, we no longer control our own destiny, right? I mean, and it's week by week. We win tomorrow, and then Sunday we find a way to beat the Cowboys, and then the Saints, they lose. I'm gonna say they play the Dolphins, I think. If they find a way to lose, then we're back in the 7th seed. But again, we're playing catch up now. That Saints game that we lost in week 5 is really starting to hurt. Because again, if it doesn't matter if we have the better conference record, because we have the better conference record between the 49ers and the Saints. But again, the Saints won the head-to-head matchup, and obviously the 49ers are 8-6. So we have a little bit of catching up to do, right? And that's what's prompting me to make this video and say that we can't lose no more games. Like, we have to go flawless. Again, I understand you can have room for one game, one era, but at the same time, you don't, guys. Because who's to say the Saints lose another game? If they don't lose another game, they're going to get that 7th seed, because they own the head-to-head tiebreaker. So again, I understand some of you guys like to get technical and say, yeah, we can make it at 8-9 or 9-8. I understand that. But again, you don't want to put yourself in that position. You want to take it game by game and try to win the rest of the 4. And for Washington, in my opinion, at least, we have to. Because again, the 49ers are 8-6. They're hot. The Saints, although they are facing a red-hot Miami Dolphins team, I don't trust Tua. I know a lot of people are showing Tua some love, but yesterday in my opinion, he was mediocre. He had 2 terrible interceptions. I mean, one he threw far sideline, and no shade to my man Taylor Heineke, but it looked like a Taylor Heineke ball because he threw it outside the numbers, and it took forever to get there, and the cornerback jumped it. And then he had another interception that was just downright terrible. So again, they're red hot because of that defense. So I expect it to be low scoring affair. But again, that Saints defense is going to give Tua some problems. So again, we're rooting for the Dolphins. I hope the Dolphins can pull that out. But I'm not going to say it's not likely, but I think the Saints probably win. But again, we have to control what we can control, and that's win games first. So I don't want to put past the Eagles again. I don't want to put past the Cowboys or the Giants, even though how bad they are. And Eagles again. I don't want to put past none of them because we can very well lose to every team remaining on this schedule. But we can very well beat every team remaining on this schedule. And it all starts with us taking care of our business. If we do that and we take care of what we can control, and then let's see what happens. Hopefully everything falls in our favor. But this past Sunday, it didn't. Tonight, we got two games. We got AFC Showdown with the Browns and Raiders. Baker Mayfield, Casey Keenum is not playing. It's going to be Nick Mullins, but that doesn't matter for us. The game that matters for us is the real Monday Night Football game that was originally scheduled, and that was the Bears and Vikings. We're rooting for the Bears. We need the Bears to beat the Vikings tonight, and that can give us a little bit more room, I guess, to climb into the 8th seed. But we'll see. We'll see again. We just gotta control what we can control. But yesterday definitely didn't do us no favors. I mean, who saw Taysom Hill being able to go into Tampa Bay, and beat the Buccaneers? I mean, again, he didn't even do much for real. It was that defense. I knew that defense was good. But who expected, Tom Brady to get to really get shut out? And not really, he did, to get shut out by that Saints defense, right? I mean, again, granted, he did lose Mike Evans, he did lose Leonard Fournette, he did lose Chris Godwin, no Antonio Brown. I mean, he had receivers dropping passes. So, I mean, again, he didn't really have no help, but he didn't make it any better himself. I mean, on 4th and 1, he throws a deep ball wide, you know what I'm saying? Just run the ball, just sneak it. And again, that just, I mean, you can say that's Brady's fault. You can say it's play calling. I say it's a mixture of both. But again, who saw that, right? And I thought the Falcons possibly could have beat the 49ers, but I wasn't too confident in them. I don't know why I picked them. Maybe because I wanted them to upset them because we obviously need them to. But yeah, man, yesterday didn't do us no favors. Hopefully tonight with the Minnesota game and the Bears game, we can do us some justice, and Justin Field can go off tonight using his legs and using his arm. And then tomorrow we take care of business, hopefully, because if we can do that, we control what we can control, and we are right back in the thick of things. And right now, I don't want to say we're out of it, but again, that week 5 game is going to come back and haunt us if we do not make the playoffs. So yeah, man, that is that for that. Now let's switch gears and talk about Brandon Sheriff. So Brandon Sheriff has been placed on the COVID reserve list. We did get some players back, obviously, like Cam Sims. But Brandon Sheriff is on the COVID list, so he won't be playing more likely than not tomorrow. Sadiq Charles will probably get the start if he's even on healthy. Is he healthy? I want to say Sadiq Charles is. I don't know if he got COVID. I didn't see him. I feel like he did, though. I can't think off the top of my head. I'm going blank. But I do think Sadiq Charles is fine. But if he's not, then I don't know who will get the start at right guard. Wes Schweitzer is obviously still dealing with an ankle, and I believe he was put on COVID too. So it's more likely than not Sadiq Charles getting started at right guard. So we'll see what happens with that. And then who's going to play quarterback, guys? I mean, we're all excited about the players that we're getting back, but we still don't even know what's up with Taylor Heineke and or Kyle Allen. So although we are getting these players back, we still don't know who's playing quarterback for us tomorrow. I mean, for all we know, it could be Cal Shermer. It can be Garrett Gilbert or Gary Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert would not. You know what I'm saying? So we still don't even know. Again, we're happy that we get all these players back, but if we don't have a quarterback, we're back. We're right back at square one, and there was no point of postponing this game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think we stand a chance. if Garrett Gilbert is the quarterback. Now, obviously, I'm going to be rooting for us to win because I love this team and this is what I do. I'm never going to root against it, but I just have zero confidence is if Garrett Gilbert and or Kyle Sherman is the quarterback. So I'm praying that Taylor Heineke and or Kyle Allen, preferably Taylor Heineke, but I'll take Kyle Allen to be healthy and clear COVID protocols, and they can be back for the game tomorrow. So yeah, man, there you have it. That is my quick video for today. It's glad to be back again. I'm not a guy that takes 2 days off of, making videos. So it was a little weird. And thanks COVID and thanks to the NFL for pushing our game back, because we know if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be missing 2 days. But yeah, man, it's glad to be back. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's pray we get this win tomorrow. So yeah, man, there you have it. As always, it's me, Will Juangotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hell to Washington football team. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you